Look, brothers and sisters, what's understood do not need to be explained. We finna get straight to it. Look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all parents and y'all narcissistic siblings. Okay, this for my people whose siblings turned against them also. See, you gotta understand something. Your parent and your narcissistic siblings gonna triangulate against you. But I'm gonna tell you why they gonna triangulate against you. The reason why, okay, we know why the narcissistic parent disapprove of us, because guess what? We can't conform to codependency. We can see through the manipulation. We can see through the persona. We can see through the facade. I mean, we know for a fact that the reason why our narcissistic parents treat us this way is because we know the truth about who they really are. Just in case my brothers and sisters don't know, because a lot of y'all being gaslighted by y'all narcissistic mothers, by y'all narcissistic father, and because they're gonna tell you, they're gonna use manipulation tactics to try to make it seem as though the reason why they upset with you is because of something that you doing. No, it's not something that the reason why. Let me tell y'all something. Everything is about control when it comes to these beings. If they can't control you, they're gonna try to control how other people see you. But see, when you don't have, but okay. At some point, let's just say, at some point, even though people try to control how other people see you, let me tell you something. The other people, they shouldn't affect you, because let me tell you, anybody that's willingly able to allow themselves to be manipulated by another individual to where they can change their perception on you, because a lot of people liked us, but at the end of the day, their perception has changed due to the simple fact that, guess what? Misery loves company. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100. And the people that's turned against y'all never needed them anyway. They not for y'all. So we shouldn't be going outside ourselves, even worried about smear campaigns and whether or not. Let me tell you something. The people that's gonna believe, they're gonna believe it whether or not it's true or not. The only reason why they gonna believe it is because we represent a threat. We are the light. And let me tell you something. A lot of narcissistic individuals, they got an enabler support system. It's large, but it's for the simple. They run the United States. They do. They run the world. So at the end of the day, it's nothing. I mean, when these individuals run the world, guess what? That cycle gonna continue to go around, and it's gonna keep going around and going around. And that cloud gonna keep getting bigger and bigger, because guess what? Let me tell you something. It's more narcissists. It's more evil in the United States than good. And I'm gonna keep it 100. It's more evil in the United States. That's why the righteous individual, that's why we move with caution. We move with great integrity. We move with great discipline. We move with a great alertness. We do. That people like, well, how come, Robert? They be like, Robert, man, I wish the world would. No, it's not the world. It's the United States. It's the United States. Let me tell y'all something. And on top of that, it's not personal. It's spiritual. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. So if you don't know what you up against, I just want to let you know you're not up against no narcissists. You up against demons. Yeah, the truth makes people uncomfortable. Come on, we call it like it. We tell it like it is up over here. But look, let me tell you something. Your narcissistic parents and your siblings gonna come up against you for the simple fact that you see through the BS, which is you also see. Let me tell you something. My bad, y'all. I had to get up because some people had came and they disturbed me, and I'm so gangster. Once they sat down, I got up because I'm letting it be known I don't want y'all around me. Nobody ain't gonna benefit out of my presence. I don't. Like, just by them even coming and sitting at the same table with me, because I'm so fly and I'm so gangster, that's gonna rub off on them. So they gonna think, okay, you know what, this is a fly kid. So you know what, let's get up, let's rub off, let's just use his presence. No, I had to get up, man. And I know you don't like that, but see, guess what? Guess why I have the inner peace. Guess why I'm winning, because I don't care about you not liking how I move, because I'm not living for you, I'm living for me and God first. So, yeah, this is why a lot of people not gonna like y'all. This is why y'all siblings don't like y'all. This is why. Let me tell y'all why y'all siblings don't like y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. Your siblings don't like you because of your authenticity. Because of your authenticity. Because of who you is as an individual. That's why. Let me tell you something. Your siblings is putting on a facade. They don't have no personality. They don't have their own qualities and characteristics. They don't. Let me tell you something. Your siblings is a product. They're broken. They soul. Their spirits is broken. They dead on the inside. Your siblings live based off low self-esteem and insecurity. A lot of your siblings hate you for the simple fact that, look, we our own individuals. See, they was molded into the individual that they are by the narcissist. So that means they conform to codependency. They not free. No, we're free. They're not free. They're conformed to codependency. Don't let them gaslight the situation. Because based off how they treated, it might seem as though they got it good. It might seem as though that they free. It might seem as though that they having their way. It might seem as though they winning. If you look, they're losing. They're losing. We the winners. Let me tell you something. We winning. The winners are the individuals that can see through the narcissist. So Man, let me tell you something. Your siblings don't have no souls. So it doesn't matter what they get money-wise, material-wise, because money, no matter how much money they get, no matter how much money they get, no matter what your siblings accomplish, no matter what they do in life, no matter how bad they try to make y'all jealous, because y'all siblings gonna try to make y'all jealous. They gonna try to make y'all jealous. Because they're programmed. They already programmed to think they better than you. They gonna display that. They're gonna display that in action. They're gonna move. They're gonna display arrogance. They're gonna display cockiness. They're gonna display egotisticalness. They're gonna be displaying this around you to let you know that you are beneath them. You're not beneath them, but see, their job is to affect you internally so that you can think. We are products of our thoughts also. So let's just use me. Let's just say if my siblings got if my siblings got a new car, but I don't get but see, I didn't get no new car. But let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're not gonna, your narcissistic siblings, your siblings not gonna show you that vehicle, and they not gonna come together and you're not gonna have a genuine bond with them. They're not gonna show that car off, and they gonna show that car off and let it be known, look, this my car, and you ain't gonna never get a car. Mama will never buy you a car because guess what? You're not deserving of a car. Your siblings not gonna call you and be like, hey, you know what? I got a new car. Hey, Robert, you want to ride in my new car? Come ride in my new car. Look at my new whip, so we can uplift each other. Yeah, brother, I can't wait till you get your car. Mama just got me my car, man. I'm getting mine too. You not gonna hear that. You hear that coming from your siblings, and you can't force that coming from them. Let me tell y'all something. Don't try to fake love your siblings. Don't try to force them to love you. You got to cut them off. Let me tell you something. The head honcho is the narcissistic parent. The narcissistic parent is the boss. You take down the narcissistic parent, you took down all the flying monkeys. You take them down, you took all them down. So remember something. As far as your connection with your siblings, don't trust them. I don't care what you say. You can say you trust them, but at the end of the day, let me tell you something. If you heard it and you didn't speak on it, they told. They work for your narcissistic parent. They are the narcissistic parent slave. This is why they're the golden child, because they sold their soul. They conform to codependency. When you sell your soul to the devil, he gonna give you what you want. Materialism. He gonna let you live the lifestyle you want to do. See, notice how, look, we didn't conform to our narcissistic parent, so they tried to make our life a living hell. But see, the siblings conformed. The siblings scared of the narcissistic parent. Because what y'all don't know is the game is rigged, and guess what? A pack of wolves, they gonna eat each other also. So let me tell you something. Narcissistic parents don't love none of their children, so don't think the golden child is love. No, that narcissistic parents don't possess love. Demons don't possess love. It's about control with them. The only reason why the narcissistic sibling is up in that position as the golden child is because they conform. They're mentally, emotionally, and psychologically and spiritually weak. That is when your parent needed. So, but see, if it was just one of them, but see, if it's, look, one of them, it only takes one of them. It only takes one of them. It only takes one of them, period, point blank. But if it's multiple siblings that's weak mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, guess what? They gonna be cheering for joy because look, they gonna all come together and strategically plan how to destroy you because they can't have, look, let me tell you something. Weak-minded individuals, bad spirits, people who possess negative energy, people whose spirit isn't clean, demons, low vibrational people, unsuccessful people, individuals that don't live in reality. They use temporary pleasure, money, and materialism to escape reality so that they can get a temporary ego boost slash a temporary dopamine high. Because they running away from self-reflection. The narcissistic parents running away from self-reflection. The children running away from self-reflection. At the end of the day, you're not dealing with let me tell you something. They move in numbers because they're weak. Period, point blank. They're weak. Let me tell you something. If it took group effort just to take down one individual, you're the strongest one in the room. Yeah. But yeah, let me tell you something. This is why your narcissistic, this for my brothers and sisters, if you got siblings and you by yourself because, sweetheart, brother, you the strongest one in the group, man. Look, let me tell you something. You the realest one. That's why you not putting up, let me tell you something. You watch, look, imagine, see, what y'all don't realize, I guess y'all siblings manipulated y'all into thinking, y'all that golden child don't mean nothing. Let me tell you something, golden child don't mean nothing. They're not the golden child. Look, they've been psychologically, mentally, and emotionally abused by the narcissist, but see, they conformed. They live in fear now. They don't think their own thoughts. They don't feel their own feelings. Guess what? They live vicariously through the narcissistic parents now. Notice how your siblings, the only way they can get anything they want to is by them pleasing the parent. They live vicariously through that parent. They're going to college for that parent. They got their job for the parent. All their money and finances is going to that parent. They don't they live under codependency. We live independently. We from two different worlds. That's why they don't like you. But see, y'all won't be able to see that because they trying to gaslight. They have to gaslight and project so that you won't be able to see what's going on. It's called blinding your reality. You think they the golden child. No, the reason why your siblings is put on the pedestal is because they conform. Let me hit you with the headline. Look, let me hit you with the headline. And I'm just gonna hit you with the headline. I'm gonna just hit you with the headline. Look, it's two types of people on this earth. You got individuals that's gonna take you. You got individuals that you either gonna go right or you gonna go left. And look, and that's by choice. Your siblings, they went left. Look, fear got stronger than love, and instead of them fighting for themselves, and instead of them, because let me tell you something, a lot of y'all narcissists, y'all siblings, they knew something was wrong, but guess what? They were so weak and naive to where, guess what? Some people would rather conform than to face the consequences behind speaking the truth. Because there's consequences behind speaking the truth. We got to get our names spared. We got to get our names smeared. We got to get our reputation ruined. Everybody got to triangulate against us. See, they not willing to do that. They not willing to suffer in order for us to be free, we got to suffer. Guess what? That's why I'm so free, because my suffering, I have already suffered. Yeah. Let me tell you something. The light is always at the end of the tunnel. Before you reach there, before you get up out your narcissistic parents' house, you gonna get up out. But guess what? You gotta suffer. But see, it is in that suffering that you gain tremendous strength. Yeah, they not, your siblings is weak. Look, look, we had the guts to look our abusers in the eye and call them out. Your siblings never did that. Your siblings wish they could do that. Your siblings is getting punked. Your siblings is getting extorted. Your siblings is getting their finances took. They're getting exploited. If your siblings, don't worry about that, because if they, let's just say one day, if the golden child was to tell the narcissistic parent, no, they're no longer the golden child. But guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna want their position back as the golden child. So guess what they're gonna do? Whatever the narcissistic parent wants, they're gonna give it to them, even if that means compromising who they are, which they did. Even if that means selling love out, which they did, because a lot of our siblings, like I say, we had a connection with them, but at the end of the day, fear got stronger than love. They didn't choose love, they chose fear. Because guess what? Fear came with putting them on a pedestal, and people like being put on a pedestal. People like that. Your siblings like that. They like that the parent view them as the golden child. They like that the parent is deliberately doing more for them, because and they like that. So don't think that, no, even though everything in life is a choice, even though your narcissistic parents indoctrinated them and manipulated them into coming against you, it was still their choice. They chose to come against you. They chose to hate you. They chose to ignore love. They chose to ignore the truth. So at the end of the day, they got to suffer. So the same punishment God gonna give the parent, God is gonna give them also. Ain't no demon punishment gonna be different from the other. They all gonna get it. You shouldn't have conformed. Don't worry about that. They not your siblings anyway. Your family is here. Look, we your family. Love is your family. Hate, look, wickedness is not your family. And guess what? We don't have the power to go. We don't have the power to go outside ourselves to make individuals love and accept us. We don't. We do not. We don't. I'm sorry. We don't. Don't worry about that. People go, yeah. But see, for that exact same reason, okay, because look, if they under codependency and we independent, who got the power? We do. See, your siblings, everybody in that household know we have the power. We got the souls. We are true, authentic self. We real. Look, our characteristics and qualities is ours. See, they don't have that. Look, they had to be told and molded your parents had to, look, your siblings is the dummies. The parents is the ventriloquists. Your parents had to get some strings on their back. They got strings on their back. We not doing it. You could never put no strings on our back. And then we empaths too. We pure-hearted. We will never in our life conform to wickedness. Period, point blank. And they can't stand that, and they can't have that. See, look, once your narcissistic parents gonna turn your siblings against you for the simple fact that they can't have you knowing the truth about them. See, we know the truth about our parents, but see, they imagine if we was to, okay, this is how they think. Robert know the truth about who I really am. He can see me for who I really am. He can see me for who I really am. He know I'm faking. He know I'm a monster. He know my personality isn't real. He know. They sit and think about this. They ain't dumb. They sit and think about this because they plot on how they can take us down. He know everything about me that I don't want nobody to know. But see, that's power over me. But what if he was to tell his siblings? See, if he was to tell his siblings, then that's two people knowing about who I am. I can't have it. I got to turn his siblings against him so he could never have it. If I can turn his siblings against him, he'll never have a support system to where the evidence will be so strong to where it can be proven. Boom. That's why your narcissistic parents gonna turn your siblings against you, because they can't have multiple people knowing the truth about who they really are. They can't have that because we had the power. Let me tell you something. We had the power. Look, let me tell. Oh yeah, you gonna watch your narcissistic parents turn your siblings against you, because it's gonna start once you don't conform. Oh, look, when you leave, let me tell you something. For my brothers and sisters, when we at the house by ourselves, and when the parents and your siblings is on trip, guess who they discussing? You, how to take you down. We not in the car with them. We didn't go to the store with them. We didn't go to the trip with them. They talking about us the whole time. We at the house. They talking about us the whole time. They gonna call. They guess who? When your brothers on the phone with your mama, when your sisters on the phone with your mama and your daddy, guess what they talking about? They not talking about business, because they don't have no business. They not talking about growth. They not talking about positivity, because they're not positive individuals. They're not talking about self-preservation. They're not talking about things. They're not having conversations that involve growth, self-reflection, and accountability, because they're too dumb for that. Nuh-uh. They're only gossiping about you. Period, point blank. They only gossiping about you, because guess what? You is the only one. Look, we don't speak on them because we got a life. They don't have no life. They get off by peering and prying into our life because that's what makes them feel good. That's why. Let me tell you something. Your siblings might have more than you. They don't have more than you because you got a soul. They lost. It's nothing materialistic, or nothing, no money, or nothing that's on the outside surface that's gonna make up for the fact that, but gonna take away the fact that when they leave here, they're gonna be destroyed. We don't make the rules. God make the rules. I'd rather have my soul, and I'm gonna whoop you with the success on earth. You look, I'm a triple threat. I got everything. Everything they want, I acquired it. Yeah. Man, yeah, that's why. That's why. All them time, look, this was a strategically planned hit. Y'all be thinking, y'all thinking that narcissistic individuals not planning. No, that's what they planning it. They planned it. That's why everybody move. That's why when you enter the room, everybody is on sync like this. You might not see it, but guess what they gonna do? You might not see it, but that's because guess what? Once they see you, game on. Don't worry, anything he say will be used against him, but guess what? We all in the same room. If he say something, we gonna gaslight him. And then on top of that, guess what? We're gonna conform. We're gonna triangulate against him. So that, guess what? Our goal is to conform a triangle against him and corner him to where, because if all of us is gaslighting him and projecting him, maybe it'll enter his mind. And once they enter his mind, he's going to start thinking those thoughts, and he's going to start to believe that he's going to start to believe the lies and the slander, that the falsehood that we are putting upon him. Because the game, we're trying to break him internally. We're trying to make him think this way about himself, because if he thinks this way about himself, he's going to manifest. Those thoughts are going to manifest into reality, and he's actually not going to be nothing. But I'm a different creature, sweetheart, because for me to know that would mean you lost. Sorry. I told y'all, this the internal game. This is the internal game. This is the battle for the soul. This is the internal game. They lost. They lost because guess what? Yeah, that's why they coming against y'all, because you the strongest one. That's why your family have to triangulate against you. That's why you are under severe spiritual attack within that household, is because you the strongest one. But see, let me tell you something. You didn't conform to them. You not a slave. You're not a slave. Let me tell you something. Your siblings is bound to change. They slaves. We free. They looking at us be free. They looking at us talk all this crap. My siblings watching me disrespect my mama. When I say disrespect, I'm hitting you with the truth. And I'm talking to you like how I want to talk to you, because I'm a man and you a little girl. And I'm going to talk to you like you a little girl. I know my siblings not going to like that, but if they don't like it, what's up? Because guess what? I don't care. Look, y'all not defending righteousness, y'all defending wickedness. So guess what? At the end of the day, it's either you with me or you against me. And if you against me, it's all y'all gonna get it. Guess what? I'm gonna expose her, and I'm gonna expose the siblings too. The reason why the siblings, y'all look, the siblings protecting the evil. Let me tell you something. Y'all are that, but see, y'all was scared. But guess what? Y'all was scared to confront evil. So guess what? Y'all got comfortable within that, and also y'all allowed y'all self to be bought. Y'all compromised who y'all sold y'all soul. Your siblings compromise who they are to please the narcissistic parent, which is the devil. Let me tell y'all something. The longest y'all siblings, if y'all, okay, the parent is gonna give the siblings whatever they want to, as long as they conform to wickedness and darkness. No, I don't want that. I'd rather you kick me out the house and I'd be on the street pole than to conform to wickedness. Period. Point blank. It comes with a price. Your siblings sold they soul, but guess what? We know for a fact, if I was to conform to the narcissistic parent, if I was to conform to these wicked demands, I'm compromising myself, and I'm severing my connection with God. I'm giving this demon power over me. I'm not going to do that, and whatever the consequences that come behind it is going to come, because guess what? It's no consequences that come behind this, because look, let me tell you something. God is leading. God is leading. Let me tell y'all something. You might not be where you want to be in life. You might not have more than your siblings as far as money and materialism goes. That's temporary. That's money and materialism. We can always get that. But let me tell you something. They don't have that connection with God. They don't have that soul. They don't have that inner tranquility. This is what your parents don't have. Your siblings. Let me tell you something. It's called a generational curse. For a reason. This is passed down wickedness. Period. Point blank. This is passed down wickedness. This is an occult also. You got to think this is a cult. If the one the free thinker, the one who we cannot control, we got to weed them up out of here. But if they know our plans, we have to destroy them. See, we know their plans. Also, we know who they are as individuals. We know they wicked. We walking with the power in our hands. The power is in my hands because just me knowing about my narcissistic mother is everything that I need. Let me tell you something. She don't have nothing on me, so she had to make something up. You had to make something up because you don't have that. I don't live a lie. I live in truth. Look, we know our siblings is living a lie. Guess what? They know that we know they living a lie. They know that we know for a fact that they weak. They know that we know that they suffering from low self-esteem and that they insecure. All these characteristics and traits is all these low self-esteem, insecurity, arrogance, pridefulness. Because you're going to see these coming from your siblings. These from all the qualities that your parents, narcissistic parents got, they're going to pass down to them. They ain't your siblings no more neither. They demons. They work for the other side. Their job, their mission statement is to take you down. They'll never be your siblings again. Don't worry about that. We all bleed blood. I'm your brother. I'm right here. You don't need them weaklings. Boy. They going to attack y'all for that. They are. They're going to attack y'all for that. Because you know the truth about everybody. See, look, they can't have y'all knowing that, man. It's bad enough y'all know the truth on y'all narcissist. It's bad enough y'all know the truth about the parent. But guess what? Once you know the truth about the parent, whoever falls under their control, guess what? We don't need to figure nothing out about y'all. Guess what? We know everything we need to know about y'all. For the simple fact that y'all conform to the narcissist, that tell me everything I need to know. That tells me everything I need to know. People wondering, okay, wait a minute. Why is my siblings in on me? Okay, why is they coming up against me? They're coming up against you because their job is to project and gaslight you to where your spirit can be broken. Because the only person who can break your spirit is you. If you allow your spirit to be broken. Do not, and this is why I tell people straight up, don't believe no gaslighting, don't believe no projection. That's why you gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself to where you become that. When you love yourself every single day, when you pouring into yourself, when you self-preservated, when you on your journey, when you come, self-love is killing them also. See, let me tell you something. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't when it comes to narcissistic siblings, because guess what? And narcissistic parent, because guess what? At your lowest, They wanted to keep you there. But see, at your highest, they want to take you back low. So guess what? When you high, regardless, they gonna be trying to knock you down. Don't even worry about that. You gotta stand on assertiveness. It took you a long time to become this individual. It took you a long time to heal. Remember something, it took you a long time to heal. If you heal, it takes work. It took you a long time to love yourself. It took you a long time to start pouring into yourself, because your family and your siblings was trying to deprive you of that. They was trying to take from that. They was trying to deprive you of your self-worth. So you had to, the only way you gonna kill them is by gaining your self-worth back, to where you won't ever be able to go outside of yourself seeking their validation and approval, because you won't need it, because they not for you. That's what it is. That's just what it is. And I'm gonna keep y'all better than them. Y'all better than them. You better than them. That's one, period, point blank. See, they're trying to make life a competition, but see, they're losing. We're not competing with our siblings. We're not competing with our parents. They're competing with us. And the fact that they making this a competition should let us know one thing. We winning. Yep. We winning, man. We winning. So guess what? We appreciate y'all for recognizing our superiority. Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, if the abuse worked, I wouldn't be on this video talking like this. I'm dangerous about shit, man. What y'all want to know? Who y'all want me to expose? What's happening? Y'all know we gonna get it. You'll be like, Robert, why? I just told y'all why. Yeah. They got to. Look, you know the truth about each and every one of them individuals, but see, you overcame them. They couldn't break you. You didn't allow your parents to break you. You didn't allow your siblings to break you. See, at some point, you gonna sever the relationship with your siblings, because you gonna catch on to what's going on, and you gonna realize something. They can't be trusted. And they're going to show you that they cannot be trusted. They're going to show you that they can't be trusted, because guess what? When you speaking your truth, let me tell you something. When it's time to speak your truth, the only one that's going to speak the truth is you. Your siblings, they're going to be like this. Even if they be like, I got your back. Even if they be like, they got your back. Soon as you up against your narcissistic parent, guess what? You're going to be like, hey, man, what you got to say? What you got to say, bro? What you got to say, sis? They going to look, what you got to say? They were setting you up. They not for you. They were setting you up. That's why. Let me tell you something. You fighting alone, but see, you the strongest one, and you the strongest one, and you the most, and you the strongest one. You're not fighting. Let me tell you something. You're under let me tell you something. The only reason why they might seem as though they strong is because they move in numbers. Let me tell you something. This is the reality of it. They're weak. We're the strong ones. They're weak. That's why they move like that. Don't let them manipulate y'all into thinking the reason why people move in numbers. The weakest people move in numbers. The strongest people move solo. The loudest ones in the room is the weakest ones in the rooms. Don't even pay attention to some people that was turned against you by the narcissistic parents. They was never your siblings to begin with. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. They was going to serve the devil anyway. There's nothing we can do about it. See, let me tell you something. We got to learn how to accept the things that we cannot change. But guess what? We do have the power to control our reality. And we do have the power to allow we do have the power to control what we allow to enter our minds, and the people and who we allow to enter our lives. And guess what? Narcissistic, your parents, your siblings, they don't have that, because they don't have a sense of self. The person, look, they not going based off personality. They're going based off facade. That's a facade. Y'all see, look, like I say, of course, and look, if your narcissistic parents set you up and set the golden child up, the golden child is set up. They set up a failure. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you something. They getting extorted and exploited, but they don't know that. See, they getting robbed. That what they don't know is, see, look, we possess real love. they don't possess real love. So your siblings not getting real love. They not getting no they not getting real love. They not getting real affection. They'll never get that. They'll never get that, because guess what? Your narcissistic parents don't possess these traits and characteristics of righteousness. They don't. They're demons. What y'all think? Y'all siblings the best? No, they not. They getting abused. The abuse worked on them. It didn't work on us. And that's why your siblings jealous of you, because guess what? They cursed and they curse and we not cursed, and that's bothering them. That's bothering them. They've been psychologically, mentally abused to the point to where they conform to evil. But see, they so weak. Look, look. Your siblings never fight for nothing because they don't have nothing on the inside. They don't have a true authentic identity. But guess what? They was deprived of they was deprived. See, before your siblings could become an individual, they couldn't become their own individual because they was too busy getting molded and shaped into wickedness. That's the game. Look, that's what happens when you choose to play the devil. That's what happens when people play the game with the devil. You you cursed. And let me tell you why your parents and your siblings is cursed. Because they live in the land of delusion. This the thing about they don't live in reality. In their mind, they're winning, but in reality, they're losing. And that's the truth. But see, if you're a delusional individual, you wouldn't know that. You would just be arrogant and egotistical. You would think, you see, narcissistic individuals think they had an upper hand over us. They do not. Robert, how come they don't have the upper hand? For me to be speaking this way means they can never defeat me. If I didn't know this, if I didn't know about the enemy, they won. If I win that, if I can see, if I'm able, see, we able to see through the deception. We able to see through the falsehood that's taking place within in that household. They can't have that. But see, what they gonna do is they're gonna manipulate the narrative and manipulate the situation, hopefully getting you to believe that. Hopefully, see, they want to kill your work. If they can kill your work, they got you. See, and y'all, a lot of people, they doing stuff because y'all in competition. Don't never be in competition with your siblings. Your siblings is losing. Don't do that. No, do it for you. Live for you. Because you saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this for my siblings. You giving them power. Don't do that. Killing these people with success. I'm going to end it right here. Stay blessed.